If purpose is not known, abuse is inevitable.
And we're back again. Another episode of Far From Finish. And you won't believe this is our 11th episode. We're cooking like gas. We reached number 11 already. And I mean, we want to thank you for making sure that happens and making it possible by not just viewing but sharing it with your friends, sharing it with different persons, and allowing the messages and allowing what we speak to really impact you and change you on your daily journey as you walk and grow closer to God. You know, today I want to look at the whole concept of forgiveness. And it was actually a topic that one asked me to do. You know, they reached out to me and asked if I could just touch on it. Now, forgiveness is a topic that most times, you know, we hear about it. It's a very popular topic. However, I want to say this before I even get into it. Even what I share, it is really up to you to do what is being said. Because you hear different views on forgiveness. You hear forgiveness is about you and not the other person. You hear persons say, I could forgive, but I can't forget. So what really is forgiveness? What does forgiveness do? What it is about forgiveness that is necessary in your walk with God? So I want to start with the story about the king who, when he was doing his books and checking his accounts, realized that somebody owed him, right? So if you want to bring it to the Trini parlance, you're going through your book, all who you lend money. I'm talking my Trini language, all who you lend money. Or, you know, or they used to say your money outside. So you have people you lend money. And you realize that you have a man you lend $1 million and he hasn't paid back his debt. So you send your boys to pick him up because he owe you. And the thing is, as the king, as the person in charge of the country, you realize, hey, this man owing me money. He didn't pay me back. We had to do something about it. And when the king brought the guy to him, the king let him know, listen, you owe me. And failure for not paying me, I had to take your life and your family. And this man at that point begged the king. You know, he begged him. You know, it's like, I'm begging you, don't do it to me now. Please, don't kill me, don't kill my family. I will find somehow to repay you. But he begged him. And the king, this says, was moved with what? Compassion. And he said, you know what? I forgive you. You don't owe me anything. I'm not going to kill your family. I'm not going to kill you. He forgave him the whole debt of $1 million. Now, people in Trinidad, a man owe you $1 million. You're going to tell him the brother to pay $1 million. Let me be real. But this is the story. He forgave him. Told him it's okay. Sent him his way. He doesn't owe him anything. And he did not go through the penalty for not paying him. Because there was a penalty. This same man who just was forgiven, who was just allowed to leave and not pay anything, now goes and finds someone who owe him $5. Tell me what they take that. He leave now being forgiven $1 million. And he now go on and find someone who owe him $5. He want to beat up the man. He want to throw the man in jail. He think for his family. So when the king heard this, the king was angry. And the king called him. He said, I just forgive you $1 million. And you now go and put a man in jail for $5. What is the moral? What is the whole essence of this story? Forgiveness, yes, it's for you. But forgiveness also requires an understanding that I'm going to forgive you the debt that person owes. You see, when people do us things and hurt us and offend us, there is a penalty for what they're doing. Because for every action has a consequence. When a person hurts you or a person says something bad about you, there is a consequence. They should reap what they sow. And forgiveness says, listen, I'm going to forgive you that debt. I'm going to say, I release you from the punishment you deserve. I release you from what you deserve for what you did to me. And I let you go. This is what the true essence of forgiveness is. And it's not for the faint at heart. Because the thing is, it is requiring you to put your emotions in check of how you feel, of what has happened to you, how persons have said all this about you and release them from the punishment they deserve. That is what forgiveness is. And the thing about forgetting is learning how to forget the emotions that come with the hurt. You will not forget what has been done to you, but what you can forget over time is the emotions that came with that hurt. You learn how to forget it. You learn how not to allow it to change your mood and change your emotions when that person is in your presence. It doesn't say that I allow the person into my circle as once before if that person has not changed. But what I know is that a punishment that you deserve, I no longer require it of you. I love you and I let you go your way. I release you from my presence. I allow you to walk free, knowing that you don't have to look over your back of me coming to get you. This is what true, powerful forgiveness is. Because when we think about what sin we have committed and the judgment that we deserve, Christ says, Father, forgive them. Don't punish them. Release them from that punishment. You know, that you have that opportunity now to connect with him once again. So when you think about forgiveness, and you think about the depth of it, this is what God is calling us to do. This aspect of forgiveness is an important virtue in your journey in this life. So as we always say, as we end, if purpose is not known, abuse is inevitable. Have a good day.
If purpose is not known, abuse is inevitable.